I don't really know much about Eminem music. His music always sounds so angry. I'd be like, are you? I don't know. I don't like you. Is it sort of like how I don't know? Somebody posed this question to me at the gym. They're like, "So what do you think of the sketch situation?" They asked me, they're like, "What do you think of the sketch situation?" I was like, "I don't know who Sketch is." And then he proceeded to say, "What's up, my brother?" And he did this, and I was like, "This is a weird time to start like introducing yourself or engaging." He was like, "No, that's like his catchphrase. His catchphrase is the catchphrase of saying hello. That doesn't sound very original." And he was just like, he then showed me like a bunch of clips about it, and it started to make more sense. I think that was the appropriate joke to make. I was just like, a dude named Sketch, you're asking me what I think about it? So apparently there's this famous YouTuber. Yeah, exactly, caveman. So apparently there's this YouTuber. He plays a bunch of video games. In particular, he plays like Madden or NBA Live, one of those EA games, sports games. And he's really into sports. And I think he even got to come out during the draft to announce a team. I think Houston's his team. But apparently, someone outed him and leaked his OnlyFans. He was an OnlyFans content creator, and yeah, I found his picture and everything. It still couldn't ring a bell. Apparently, he got outed for being an OnlyFans, and he has been putting on the persona that he was a straight individual, but I don't know if he's gay or he's bi. But I watched the clip of it. He got super emotional. And like, there's just like this thing where like, there's half the room is like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're gay, you're bi, insert whatever thing you were in the closet about, and now you're not this." And it's like, it's one of those things where like, those people who seem to get upset, it's like, man, it's almost as if they had a reason to hide this thing that could potentially change the way people look at them, not because they're doing something wrong, but because people in themselves and their internal clocks are stupid core. And it's just one of the weirdest things where like, we've had within the same month, we've had two content creators, one who did bad things with children and one who did nothing with children. This dude is being called out the most for streaming to kids, even though they both stream to kids, right? So in his apology, if there's one thing that irritated me about the apology, was that there was one, and that he kept apologizing profusely. He said he's changed. He said he's not like that anymore. Now, if he was doing this because he had fallen on tough times and he was just acting out, whatever. As long as two consenting adults agree to it, have at it, Hoss. But the fact or the notion that he feels the need to perpetually apologize is also is borderline the most annoying part about it. Go live your goddamn life, right? Well, but the thing about it's not, he didn't put himself out there. He was outed. That stuff was leaked. And even if you, okay, and to reverse the question for you, I'm a straight man. No one's coming at me talking about, "Oh, you're a straight man, how disgusting." Like that, without understanding that we are at the top of the social norm, we don't understand our privilege up there. So people who are gay, transgender, insert whatever, they have to immediately think of their safety, their opportunity, and their reach the moment they do about it. We know people who drink and drive and were sponsors for Budweiser's and Miller Lite, but the moment a transgender individual it was a problem. They did not attack those people who were caught drunk. Like Tiger Woods. How many times Tiger Woods was part of a lot of beer commercials and then he got caught DUI, and nobody says he's got a problem. He hits a few golf balls, everyone forgets about it. I don't know. I didn't look into the OnlyFans page. I don't know who created it. But regardless of even if he created it, someone still outed him. Like, he could have had it where it was, because apparently there were questions if it was him. So he came out and confirmed that it was him. So that might have meant that he had a means of protecting himself or his identity. Regardless, like, that's outed. That's like no one. I don't think that's like I don't know if that's like the hill I want to die. Like, well, you did make the content. Yeah, if I chose to make the content, but I didn't put it out there. That's like sus. That's like, okay, I made some exclusive content for people on Patreon to have a business idea with, and someone outed the business idea, and then it gets to the public and it turns into a big deal. Oh, well, hero, you shouldn't have. What? You wouldn't blame me for that? Yeah, outing somebody is the fucked up part. There's laws that will stop an underage person from buying alcohol. So if Twitch allows promotion, or whatever website was, if Twitch allows promotions, because Twitch promotes alcohol, kids are on Twitch. The same rules have to apply to Twitch, man. You can't just bring it on the users. Queen, I need to log in to my Patreon. Queen, that's hilarious. I don't think we can call it outing someone, though, if it's a public page. Okay, once again, it's still not public, but even if it's a public page, if there's content hidden behind it, and that was the stuff that I was outed, that's what I'm making reference to. And once again, I don't know any of the details of this, but the only thing I know from what I've seen so far is he was outed. Someone exposed that information. But neither here or there. My whole thing is there's a bunch of people on the internet. Imagine watching a kid's cartoon and all of a sudden seeing a Budweiser cartoon. Matt, do you not know what Cartoon Network is? Have you never watched Adult Swim? How old are you, Matt? After 7 o'clock, I think it's even in the FTC's listing, after 7 o'clock on any channel, Eastern Standard Time, I think you can promote ads for adults. I said kids cartoon, and it's 10 p.m. Yeah, you should have seen Saturday morning cartoons. Like, what? I figured the place that I learned that I couldn't buy cigarettes till I was 18 was on Cartoon Network. Love Adult Swim. I used to be a ghost illustrator for them a long time ago when I was in college, broke and poor. Harvey Birdman and Aqua Team Hunger Force got me through a lot of funny times. Well, you know me. We're not a political channel, but if when given the opportunity, I'll do it. But either here or there. The reason why I'm talking, the two things I want to talk about. One, I don't think Sketch needs to apologize for this. And two, I think this opportunity really shows why it's so terrifying for people who are in the closet for whatever reason. They don't feel comfortable talking about it. Because you have half the internet who was your friend or somebody who feel betrayed by this. Like, they'll say things like, I've slept in the same room with you. I've changed in front of you. I've introduced you to my brothers. I've introduced you to my family members. And you did this without time. And I'm just wondering, like, before you introduce your family member, especially before you introduce people to certain situations, do you go around the room and check, like, hey, before this person comes in, I want you to know they're gay, so brace yourself. Like, this is just more and more proof that, gay people, lesbian people, all these people exist. And the amount of effort and energy that goes into trying to distance people from this truth, coddling people, dare I say, is becoming quite dangerous, right? Well, even for the brands, right? I'm not apologizing to these fucking companies. Fuck them. Weren't we just talking about what company is worthy of our valor? The same companies that have been stealing from our, like, he doesn't owe an apology to anybody. Anybody that's uncomfortable with him, because once again, the onus is on the company to do their due diligence and make sure that he, as his an entire person, is a sound mind and body to represent their company. So if the company chose him and they didn't do their research, fuck them. No, and there's a difference between I want to be So I'll use Dr. Kid Inspect for example. Hey, now that we know what we know about Dr. Kid Inspect, I'm gonna go back. If Dr. Kid Inspect was around my friends and younger friends and everybody like that, I would be like, yo, has Dr. Disrespect said or done anything to you in private that you need to tell me about? That he probably told you to keep a secret? That's something you would do because of information you found out about Dr. Kid Inspect. I don't think that's something you would do with Sketch when you found out Sketch had a OnlyFans. I don't think that's something you're gonna do with it. You're like, well, he did that with consenting adults. It was on a platform where it was inappropriate. Yeah, exactly. Retro. You would. One of those two people. You would definitely. One of them would be okay to go after in a Mortal Kombat sense. I would Mortal Kombat uppercut him through a fucking underground railroad into the main streets of New York and continue the battle. And that's pretty much this one. I just want to tell, like, Sketch, we could be friends. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know if you're doing all right. If you're not, hey, come on down. We'd love to have you. Strangers are welcome. And all the strangers don't gotta agree. Look, we argue in the car. I'm talking shit to Mad. I'm talking shit to Magic. I'm talking shit to Yag. I'm talking shit to Queen. Hey, Caveman, I see you down there. I'm talking shit to you too. See, the best part about it is, since we're all strangers, we all know that we probably can't trust everybody all the way, right?